I don't. Litecoin is a great trade. It's a very liquid asset. It's available lots of places. It is great for trading. I'll show you my Litecoin Bitcoin chart. Okay, let's go to auto. Oh, you know, I've taken a bunch of lines off of here, sorry. But it's in a terminal decline, right? It's been going down, 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 down versus Bitcoin for a long time. In theory, somebody could say this is consolidating a lot, you know, and it could be. If it breaks to the upside, I'll be there to play it. You better believe it. But I've been really watching this downtrend channel. This is a weekly. Let's go to a daily over here. So we had to, you know, I've had a long-term downtrend channel on this. And the way I play this is, you know, when it gets to the bottom of the channel, I will a lot of times take some entries here that comes into support and then try to get a bounce in this thing. But, you know, on a traditional charting perspective, on a very long time frame, let's go and get that. I can't even fit all this in here 3 days. All right, so you see these pops it's had. So it's kind of in a terminal decline, and yeah, it could be consolidating. So if we get a break of this outer trend line to the upside, this is going to be a fantastic play. Something very, very positive would have happened for Litecoin, right? But you know, you have this support level that you keep bouncing off of here. The truth of the matter is, you know, if you really zoom in, when you get below here, the gap between there and zero, it's an ever receding event horizon. So here's my worry about Litecoin. Is unless it's something really positive happens for Litecoin and it really gains traction versus the Lightning Network from Bitcoin and a few other things, you're going to enter this chasm. That's going to be an ugly place to be. So that's the main line. You can't lose this green line. And I know it looks really close to zero, but when you start trading below it, all of a sudden it's not so close to zero. Because zero, absolute zero is an ever receding event horizon. So you're going to be sucked closer. You're going to be on the wrong side of the black hole event horizon. You never make it to zero because it's like a you know, on a black hole you never you know, you can never make it beyond the event horizon, but cross that line and you're in that black hole basically. I don't know how you put that, but you get the idea. So I'll be there to play an upside, you know, bounce on this, but the reality of the project is it doesn't do anything, technically speaking, that Bitcoin doesn't do, and it doesn't. There's just it's not as, I don't know. I don't see a world where it succeeds with Bitcoin Taproot coming online and with the Lightning Network. I just don't understand how Litecoin can thrive. Now, again, it's a very liquid asset and it's good for trading. And so trading some of these moves here, if we get outside this line, I'll be there to trade it with you guys and I'll be happy. His best thesis is that we get outside here, and then that would be a potentially humongous move. If we get that, that would be great. So that'd be a great play. That's the two things I'm watching. You don't want to lose that green line or you're headed for the abyss. And you get above this line over here and you're really going to break out big. So we'll see what happens. Or you could break out big. The other thing you could do is if you come into this kind of like all week, you pop. that could be just the future, right? These pops just keep getting smaller and smaller and smaller until it just kind of lives in this world where it's a certain fraction of Bitcoin's price. It doesn't ever do much more than, you know, wiggle around down here. But technically speaking, I don't know what it has going for it. You know, Taproot, Lightning, and all the development going on Bitcoin. I don't understand. I don't see how Litecoin's going to thrive. Now Cardano, on the other hand, right? Look at the Cardano BTC chart. I'll just show you ADA versus LTC. All right, so ADA is definitely winning versus Litecoin. It's now above this key support level. You know, there is a realistic world where, so unlike Litecoin will never, ever be bigger than Bitcoin. Everybody knows that, right? All it ever is, it's a little brother. It's potentially the silver to Bitcoin's gold, which is okay. If it stays in that role and it actually, if there's some use case around it that I'm not aware of, it could actually thrive in that role, and that's just fine. That's just fine if I'm unaware of some use case in that kind of role. Then perhaps I'm just wrong, And that's great. That's great for Litecoin holders. I wish you all the best. But I look at this chart and I say, okay, but Cardano, on the other hand, Litecoin will never be able to be bigger than Bitcoin. It will always just be a ancillary play to Bitcoin and have occasional pops, which are great for trading. Great for trading. Cardano, on the other hand, has the opportunity, realistic opportunity, to actually be bigger than Ethereum. Now, that's not my base case. I think that they're both going to thrive, and I think maybe Cardano will be 1/4 the size of Ethereum or something like that. But it realistically has the shot to take out Ethereum and be bigger than Ethereum. Now, Ethereum, there is a world that Ethereum could be bigger than Bitcoin. So you put all those things together, Litecoin can never be bigger than Bitcoin. However, Cardano could be bigger than Ethereum, and Ethereum could be bigger than Bitcoin. So who has more upside, and where is the better play? When you just think that, just the philosophy behind all that. Also, Cardano is a fixed cap, and it has staking, so it rewards people for locking it up, which does incentivize long-term holding more than like Litecoin doesn't. As far as I know, you have to put it like with one of these yield aggregators to get yield on it. You can't stake with it. So and it's not the same dynamic there. And then lastly, again, there is a world that Cardano is the #1 market cap crypto in the world. So when you're looking at like plays for this next round, I think Litecoin's a fantastic trade, especially if Litecoin breaks this long-term downtrend versus Bitcoin. That's definitely worth putting on some trades on, picking up some Litecoin, and trading into your Bitcoin for some Litecoin and see what happens. That's fantastic. But I just don't see the reason to play Litecoin when you have options like Polkadot and Chainlink and Cardano and even Ethereum. I don't see a reason to be enamored with the potential Litecoin trade, which again, at the end of the day, Litecoin versus Bitcoin is it's in a mega downtrend, right? So that's my current thesis. That's my thoughts. I don't disagree with a lot of the thoughts in his thread there. He's definitely right if we do get that breakout. If some of the other things that he says plays out, but when I read his thread, I'll be totally honest with you, it read like somebody who's a little bit newer in crypto. That gets a lot of people who are new in crypto get enamored with Litecoin because it's like, hey, it's a cheaper Bitcoin. It's like Bitcoin but cheaper. I can buy some of them. But if you're the other piece of it is one more small thing to consider is that unless Litecoin has some realistic, large institutional adoption for some reason, Litecoin, if it's driven to really move the market cap how we need it to be moved. Sorry, I'm flipping songs here. That song was killing me. In order, where crypto is at now, right, with a total market cap of 1 trillion, right? We're getting into valuations now. To be able to move crypto's market cap, you do need probably more than just retail, and you need some serious buying, right? And so where is the serious institutional buying of Litecoin going to come from? I don't see that necessarily happening. Obviously Bitcoin, obviously Ethereum already has big players buying it, and if Cardano were to seriously start to compete with Ethereum and be a real competitor to Ethereum, it's going to be one of the other big ones that institutions are going to be looking to buy and build on. On top of that, like I said, I can see Amazon actually going with Cardano to deploy their coin in 2022. So, if you get some massive adoption plus big players are buying it, that's going to be a lot of money being poured into that ecosystem. Where is that going to come from for Litecoin? I don't see it. I just don't see it. I don't know where it's coming from. So you need institutions to push this beyond $1 trillion market cap to 10 or $100 trillion market cap. That's the way I would look at it.